1. Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. I'm Tina Carini. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Byron, Georgia. So tonight is Hangout Night. It's Thursday night, June, 6th, I think. And we've got a fun card to do tonight. Actually, I'm going to do two. I'm going to case a card from the catalog, and then we're going to do another one using the same stamp set, but it's going to be more involved, more detailed. It's really cool. I think you're going to love it. I hope you're going to love it. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this video. Sit back, relax, have your favorite beverage, and let's just have a good time tonight. So I hope that you guys, hey, Chris. So I hope you guys are having a great week. I always say that all the time, but I really do hope that you are. You're probably going to hear a little bit of whispering and walking around and movement in here, but because of where I am in the house, it's right, the kitchen is right there. So you always hear when someone walks through and everything, but it's okay. So let's see. Anything interesting happened to anybody? Because I got a story for y'all. It is very, very funny. But I want to know how you guys are and what kind of stories you guys have. So anyway, they're being a little distracting to me. Oh boy. Okay. So let me go ahead and tell you my story. So my story is I think it was yesterday morning. I had to be at work a little early before it opened, and I was there, and I had sat down in the break room, and I was eating my breakfast, and I heard a sound, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's somebody in the store, and it freaked me out. And I just sat there and I listened, and I didn't hear anything else, and the sound that I heard was like a person's voice, but I couldn't make out what they were saying, and they only said like 2 words, and I'm like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? And in the break room, my phone doesn't get service. So I can't call 911. I can't, I'm stuck. So I go and I'm going, okay, it's just my imagination. There's nothing in the store. I hear no shuffling. There's nothing going on. So I start to finish eating my breakfast, and I decide I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to play Mahjong. It's like my time killer. I love that game. So just as I got my phone in my hand and coming out of my purse, there goes the sound again. Only this time it's louder and it's closer. Now my hair is standing up on the back of my neck, my arms, my hair is standing up on my arms, and I'm like, there is somebody in the store. Then I'm like, no, but it's not like a person. It's not like a live person. So I'm like, what is that? And then I'm like, there's rumors that there's ghosts in our store or spirits in our store. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, but there was a caption on one of the video cameras that got one day, and yeah. So I thought, oh no. And I'm like, and then I'm trying to rationalize it in my head, and I go, it's a rat. There's a huge rat in the store. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not staying in here. So I grab my phone, I grab the store keys, and I run out of the store. I call my husband. I'm in tears because I'm scared. And then I text my boss, and I tell her there's something in the store. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a person, but something's in the store. I'm not going in until you get here. So I stood outside until she got there. So she comes in. She's a little freaked out. We go in. We're checking it out. Both of us are scared. We're there for probably 15 or 20 minutes, and she comes back to the break room where I am. And as she's coming back, she got spooked by the same sound. And she comes in and she says, is that what you heard? I said, I didn't hear it that time. I said, I didn't hear anything. She goes, where did the sound come from? I said, I don't know, somewhere out there in the store. So then she says, she goes, it couldn't have been the air freshener, could have it? And I said, what air freshener? She goes, I put an air freshener in the bathroom yesterday. I said, it's not an air freshener. Those things just go, psh. That's not what I heard. So then we're sitting there and it goes off. She goes, was that it? And I looked at her and I started laughing and I said, yep, that's it. that air freshener is horrible sounds come from that thing. And it sounds like it's a woman saying 2 words, only you can't understand what she's saying. But it was an air freshener the whole time. So I felt so stupid. And it was like I'm coming on and off, but I'm here. Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine, Chris. You're fine. No, so funny story, huh? I was trying to decide on whether or not I wanted to tell you guys that or not. But yeah, I was pretty freaked out. And you know that air freshener still gets me and Kim, and she knows what it is. I know what it is now too, but it's just a creepy sound it makes. And anyway, so that was all good. I got a lot of giggling going on in here. So anyway, so what's up, Chris? How have you been? What have you been up to besides working? How you feeling? I haven't talked to you all this week, have I? Anyway, so let's see. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put the camera down because I do have a couple announcements to make here. I don't even know if you call them announcements, really. Just some things that are going on. So now, well, started yesterday to June 30th, you get an extra 10% off on die bundles. So that's the stamp set with the die that's bundled together. They're already at a 10% off, but you're going to get an extra 10% off on those. Plus, the die cutting machines, you get a 10% off on those too. And it's only until the end of June. So June 30th, and then that ends. So snap up on that and get you some good deals there. Also, my email list has been growing, and I'm so grateful to you guys for that. But if you're not getting my emails and you have subscribed, please reach out to me and let me know. And also, there is a link in the description so where you can sign up to get on my email list, because I send monthly newsletters. I send out emails when there's sales going on and specials, reminders of my card classes when they are, and the information about those. When I do a new YouTube video, I usually put those on an email too. My Facebook Lives, I put on an email, usually. And I try not to bombard you with emails. So this week, I'm very sorry that you probably have been getting a little bombarded because I've been scatterbrained, and I forgot that, well, I didn't realize that it was the beginning of June, and that's usually when I send my newsletters out, is the first week of the month. And I had just sent out a newsletter and remembered, oh no, my newsletter. So I had to do that. I sent a special one out for something else. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a YouTube video. So you guys probably got 3 or 4 emails. That's not normal. I don't normally send that many out in a week. But yeah, so that's the best way to stay in the know and up to date, is to be on my email list. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me show you here. In the new annual catalog on page 60 is the sweet bundle here. It's called Friendly Fins Dies, yes, and it is on sale too. So this is one that's on sale, and this is so much fun. I made my grandson card out of this, and I took a picture of it. I'll have to try to get it and put it in the picture, and still pictures on Facebook so that you guys can see it, because I don't physically have it anymore. I sent it to him. And tonight I'm going to make my youngest granddaughter's birthday card out of this. So you guys are going to get to see that. And we're also I'm going to sort of case this card right here. But I don't have this designer series paper, so I'm substituting it. But I think that this is a really simple but really cute card. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is to case from the catalog, because there are so many great ideas in this book. So it's not just for your crafting supplies. There's all kinds of goodies in here for you to to take advantage of. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with, here's, let me go ahead and show you this too. This is the Friendly Fins dies, and you get a ton of dies in here. So you get the dies for the hammerhead shark, the dolphin, the stingray, there's little fish, there's seaweeds, there's coral rocks, there's one for this little grouping of fish right here. Then you get the standalone die, which is like I don't know what you call that. I got visitors in here. Let me remind you. So what do you call that when it's a coral rock arch and you can swim through it? Like it's like a reef. So, and then it's got bubbles. It's got a standalone lobster. The little fishies are standalone too. So, and a little standalone seashell there. So this is a cool set of dies. And then this is the stamp set. So it's got the dolphins, which is why I got it, was for the dolphins, because those who know me well, know that I love dolphins. So this is it. Adorable stamp set. I recommend it. I really do. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring in, got my scrap paper here. I've got a thick piece of Whisper White that's 8.5 by 5.5. And did I score it? I did. So it's scored at 4 1/4. And I am just going to fold that over, get my bone folder. It is such a cute stamp set. It really is. Okay, we're going to do that. Then I have a piece. This is the piece that I am substituting. I believe this is from the Country Woods paper. Oh gosh, I can't remember for sure. And I meant to write that down and did not. But I think it's the Country Woods Designer Series paper is what I think it is. I'm trying to find the thing for you guys real quick, but I don't want to waste a whole lot of time looking for it. Because sometimes I can find it pretty quick and other times not so quick. Okay, so I'm just going to breeze through here. I think it is, yeah, Country Woods is what it is. So it is a beautiful pack of paper, and it's got all different kinds of wood, whitewashed wood, weathered wood, all kinds of stuff. And this is the piece that I chose because I thought it was really close to the color that is in this card right here. So I thought the coloring was kind of close. So, and I believe I cut this down to 4 1/4 by 4, I think. 4 1/4 by 4. So, and I'm just going to stick this and center this right in the center here of my card base. We're just going to do that. This is a really quick and easy card to do. And I think it's just going to be really pretty. Okay. We are just going to put that right about there. And regular basic white cardstock. And this is 1.5, I believe, by 4 1/4. 1.5 by 4 1/4. Yep, and that's going to go all the way across like so. But before we do that, I want to stamp on it. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. Just like so. And sorry, I had to pop an M&M. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm just going to put that right across the center of that. So I'm just going to use a little glue here. We're almost done with this card. So only because I went ahead and stamped and die cut. But I'm going to show you how to do it. Let me get a scrap piece of white here. So what we're going to do, and I've already got everything blocked up. There's 2 stamp sets. So it's a 2 stamping set. Does that make sense? So you have your outline and then you have your filler. So I'm going to stamp my outline first, and I'm going to use Smoky Slate. And I'm going to ink that up. and I'm going to stamp it right there. So just like that. And I'm going to ink it up and then stamp it off. Oh, no, I don't like the way that looks. There we go. I think my ink pad might be getting low. So I don't know how this is going to stamp, but we'll see. And because it's clear, it's photopolymer, you can see pretty well how to line it up. So then it just lines up like that. And then there you go. So that's how you do that. So I did that for the dolphin and for the stingray. And then I took my dies, and they're really simple. These dies are really simple to line up. So you just take the dolphin die and you just line it up in there like that. And then I just put my Post-it note tape on it and I run it through my cutting machine. And that's all there is to do that. So let's move that out of the way. Let's move that out of the way. Let's bring this back in, and let's get this dolphin here. Actually, which dolphin? I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. And then we're going to pop it up. It's going to pop up there. So let's go ahead and get us a dimensional. And we are going to put one right in the center. I think that's probably enough. You could put two if you want to. You know what? I think I am. I think I'm going to put one of these little baby ones, mini dimensional, down here, probably right about here. Just like that. And then we're going to peel these off and just place it right where we want it, which is right about there. And then I'm going to stick some a dimensional on our little stingray here. It's going to go right in the center. And he is going to go just like this. There we go. So now all we've got to do is just add some blings and add some more color. So in the catalog, it looks like they used probably Summer Splash or something like that. So we could do the same thing. We could use Summer Splash, or we could use the blue. Since this is one of my favorite colors now, I think we'll go ahead and we'll use it. So I'm going to just take a few of these off of here. And we're going to stick one there. And we're going to stick one here. And one, use a big one, and the big one can go right there. And then we'll put two more down here. So we've got one right here. And then they put one down here. So there we go. So pretty simple to do to case a catalog. And you can do substitutions if you don't have exactly what they used in it. So I hope that you really like that, because I think it's super, super cute and super fun. Okay, so let's go to this one. So this is the one that we're going to create tonight, recreate. I made this card yesterday, and it is so much fun to do this. But thank you, Chris. But it is, there's a lot more involved to this one. So let's go ahead and get started. So this one, I think I'm going to use, oh, I got something on this one. You know what? I wanted to use the blue for this one, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do another one. I have to get a piece of cardstock here, unless I do. So we'll just use this. So here is a card base here. This is Flirty Flamingo, which is one of my favorite pinks. This and Pretty in Pink are my favorite pinks. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I've already have that folded, so we're going to put that aside. Now we're bringing in some more stuff here. So I have my our layer here, which is where all the action is going to take place. So we've got some sponging to do, or blending. We're going to use our blending brushes. What did I take this out for? I think this was just to stamp and die cut. And then this is 2 Post-it notes put together to make it longer to go across. And all I did was cut a jagged edge on it. So you can do it any way that you want to. And then what I'm going to do is just place it right where I think I want the top of my water to go. So it's going to go there, except for it's losing its sticky. So in this card, you can kind of see, I wanted it to give the illusion of underwater and top of the water. So you've got the blue for the sky, then you got like the choppy waves in the water, and the dolphin is jumping out of the water. Then you have one that is in the water, and then you have your underwater world. So, and the reason why I decided to do this card for my granddaughter is because she loves fish. Her bathroom is all done in fishes and octopuses and all that kind of good stuff. So I thought this would be a really fun card to do for her. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this, because I want to do the water first. And I think that's about where I want it to be. Kind of like that. I might have to use a little bit because it has lost its sticky there. I'm just going to put like a little tiny bit of this here and there, just so that it doesn't tear my card stock when I pull it off. So I'm going to go right about there, I think. Nope, that's too high. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. So just like so. All right. And I'm okay if this isn't even completely straight, because as you can tell, it's not straight here. And that is all right, because that's just the top of the water. So I'm going to bring in some Pool Party. And I've got my blending brush. And I'm just going to ink it up really well. And then I'm just going to start here. And I'm going to work down. And just keep inking it up and working down. And I hope that I'm doing this right, because I'm going on memory. Okay. Oops, I got a little too much. I got a little happy there. Let's see if we can try to blend that a little bit better. Oh well. And I'm just going to keep blending and blending until I get it to where I want it to be. I actually love to do this. I love making sceneries with blending too. It's so much fun. I just haven't done very much of it lately. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. And then we're going to take this off carefully. Please don't tear. Okay. And then we have that. So I've got a little glue on there. So we're going to take the glue eraser and get that off. Oh, no. Well, just ignore that. Oh. I tell you, anything and everything that can go wrong on a live definitely does. I'm going to see if I can't get the majority of that off. Got a little sand eraser here that works really well most of the time to get ink off. But okay, we're going to go with that. And then I'm going to bring in some Balmy Blue for the sky. And I'm going to come, I keep getting ink everywhere on this card. I must have it on me somewhere and I just don't see it. All right, so I'm going to come off. And I'm okay if it comes into my water, but I'm going to try not to get it in the water the best that I can. So I'm just kind of using the side right in here to get up into those little dips in the water, the choppy waves. I'm concentrating a little bit here, so really trying to get it to come in there. All right, I think I'm good with that. So we're going to start blending it. I really got a lot of ink splotches on here. I can see it. I also can tell where I did not get the glue off very well. Let's go ahead and this piece of okay, so we got the skies coming in. All right, so I am okay with that. That gives us a little bit of definition from the water to the sky. So isn't that really pretty already though? And then please be in prayer for baby. Yes, definitely. Oh, good. I'm glad you can't see the boo-boo. All right. Definitely be in prayer. All right. So now the next thing that I want to do is I want to die cut our coral reef, which I already did. I die cut this in petal pink. And what I'm going to do to give it a little bit more character, a little bit more definition, a little bit more pizzazz, is what I like to say. In here, there's little cuts that the die does, and you can lift those up. And if you want them to be really pronounced, you can stick cut you little tiny pieces of dimensionals and stick them up underneath, like back in here, and like right in here. So wherever you want it to really poof up, you can do that, and it will give it even more lifelike look. So I am good with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move everything out of my way because I make a huge mess when I do this. I'm also going to close up my pool party. And I am going to take a paintbrush, a water painter here, not this one. That's too fat. I thought I still had one on my desk. This will work. Okay. And I'm going to take a block, and then I'm going to take our Calypso Coral, and I'm going to get quite a bit of ink on this. Just like that, okay? And then what I'm going to do, I just stuck my thumb right in that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water in there, not too much. So I'm going to squeeze it out first because I don't want that much. I want enough to where I can just splatter it. And I'm going to splatter it all on this coral here. What I thought about doing, but I kind of chickened out, was taking this and kind of crumbling it up a little bit to give it even more realistic look. But I thought, well, that's really going through a lot there. And then I was afraid it might tear it, and I didn't really want to do that. So now I'm just going to take my brush and just kind of dab in here, just like so. Just like that. All right, so there that is. So I need that to dry a little bit. It won't take long, and I'm going to put that aside. We're going to move that out of the way. I want to clean this off. Really need a paper towel, but I don't have one. So let's clean that away. I think I'm going to get a fresh one so that we don't mess up this card. And, oh, thank you, honey. Yeah, my husband's sitting in on my live. He wanted to sit in on it, so that's what he's doing. We're going to bring in some scratch paper here, and we're going to stamp our little I don't know what you call these. They kind of look like angelfish to me. We're going to stamp those because we need to cut those out. I've already done the dolphin, so we're good there. So we have the dolphin, and I showed you how to stamp him in the last card, so it's pretty easy to do. We've got our seaweed that I've already cut. We've got our little blue fishies that I've already cut, just like that. And we also have our little angelfish, I guess. I'm really not sure what they're called. So I'm going to do Daffodil Delight, and I'm taking the solid image, and I'm just going to stamp that down like so. And then I'm going to bring in Night of Navy and ink up our detailed one. And these are really easy to line up, except for when you're live. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I messed it up. So that's a good thing. I went ahead and die cut it. Yeah, when you're live, everything's a little bit harder. But anyway, it's super easy to line those up. And then you just take your little dies that are in here, and you line those up. And then you can die cut everything. You can take your green, your papers, just take as big a piece as you need. Put your dies on there. So we need a couple of those. We need a couple of those. We need our fish. So you can line all this up. Just cut your papers down to where you just need what you need. So you can fit it all on your platform, and you can die cut your little blue fish, your angelfish, your seaweed, and all of that at one time. So you might have to run it through when you need multiples, like for the seaweed. But yeah, so that is all you have to do. Same with this, is just take your big die, this piece right here, and lay it on the color that you want it. Excuse me, and then you cut them out. So much fun. I love to do that. And then let's put that aside because we got that. So now it's time to really get this kicking here. So I am going to go ahead. I'm not going to put any dimensionals under these. I'm going to leave this one alone. That one I do have the dimensionals under. But we're just going to go ahead and put some glue here. And you want to be careful where you put your glue if you want anything to poke up for you. Did that make sense? Anything that you want to stick up, you don't want to glue it down. So we're going to do just like that. There, 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 there. I'm going to glue this piece right here. That. All right, I think I'm okay with that. So we're going to carefully flip this around, and then we're just going to line this up, center it in the center of the bottom. Place these at the very bottom edge of your card, just like so. And then when you got that down, you can take your pick tool and you can lift these up so that you have a little bit of dimension. I might have accidentally glued the wrong piece down there. It's okay, so that one's not going to stick up. So that's when I say be careful. Only glue where you want it to stick, so that you can pop your little things up. Can you see how I pop those up? Let me see if I can bring this up closer. So how they're popped up. So when that goes through the mail, it's probably going to flatten them. So that's why I put little dimensionals under the ones that I wanted to pop up on, so you can see that. So it pops them up a little more. So we're gonna. That's that. Only thing is I hope I remembered to leave. I did. Okay, because I wanted to leave this free edge because we're gonna come in with one of these seaweeds here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of that. This also does the same thing, but I'm not going to fool with all that. This has little cutouts to where you can make these flip up too if you want to, but most of that is going to be behind here, just like that. Okay, so I've got that down. Then I'm going to bring this one in, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here, and I hope I didn't glue that side down because this, and I did. No, I didn't. Okay. And then we can stick this right about here, like so. And then we're going to stick this little green one. I used Old Olive and Granny Apple Green. I thought that that was a nice color combination for the seaweeds. I could have used Lemon Lime Twist, but I've been using it so much lately that I decided that we're going to give that one a little rest. I just love Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm going to bring that one over and down a little bit like so. And then there's our seaweed. So isn't this coming to life? It looks so good. Hey, Lynette, so glad you made it. Okay, so we've got that. That's going. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to put my dolphin that's going to be jumping out of the water. So this one we're only going to put because, again, I want the illusion of it's jumping, like this is underwater, this is top of water. So I am only going to put a dimensional on his head area. So right about here, well, not quite that far up top. Oh, what do we got going on here? All right, so that's going to go like right there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on his tail because I want to glue that down. So he's going to jump out of the water. He's going to be right about, let me bring this card in, right about here, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to hold his tail down so that it sticks. And then I can read the comments and see what's going on. Oh, I'm so glad you're doing great. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. We've got him. Oh, you know what I should have done first and foremost, just in case we messed up. So if we mess up, we're going with it because we done did all this work. Okay, I should have stamped my dolphin that's in the water first, and I did not. So now, I should have brought my water up a little bit higher too. Okay, he's gonna barely fit in here, but I think that I can get him right there. All right, and then we're going to fill in his body. So I'm stamping off, and let's do just like that. There we go. All right. So we have our dolphin that is in the water, and he's not showing up as much because this is darker green, so I got a little heavy-handed there. So we might want to go ahead and try a suicidal trick. Not a suicidal trick, but a suicidal stamping here. And make him a little darker. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so there's that. There's that. I'm going to cut our little fish. So I wanted my angel fish. I wanted one to be like on the coral like it is up here. So in order to do that, I had to cut them apart. So let's move this down here. And they're very simple to cut apart. So if you die cut them, then most of the cutting has already been done for you. So you guys know how I feel about fussy cutting. So most of my work has been done. So now there's that one. And our dolphin is really going to be in the way. So make sure you do your stamping first. And then go in and put your card together. Okay. I'm going to... I hope that you guys give this a try because It really, really is so much fun. I'm going to trim this little pointy part off here. This guy is so little. Okay, I'm going to trim this off just like that. He's going to go up here, but he's going to be swimming the same direction as the big guy. So he's going to go right there. And this one is the one that I wanted to be on the coral reef a little bit. So we're going to trim him up just a teeny tiny bit. There we go. All right, so here's the hard part. Gluing these guys down. This is really the hardest part. Because I can't grab these guys very well. All right, so I'm going to stick him right here. He's going to go right there, okay? And then we're going to pick this guy up, and I'm going to put a little speck of glue right there. Not quite that much, but it'll be all right. He is going to go right like so. Well, I'm really wanting to go up a little bit higher up. There we go. And then we have this guy right here. I'm going to put a little glue right on him, just a teeny tiny bit. Like that's good. And he's going to be probably right about there. All right. Now we just have a little bit more to do. So now we're going to take our blue fish and we're going to do the same thing to them. I'm going to put a piece of glue right here. Piece of glue. I'm going to put a dab of glue. Not a piece of glue, a dab of glue, and he's going to go right there. Then our other one is going to come down here. He's going to come right here. Right there. Well, right there. And then our bigger one is going to come right here. Just like that. All right, so we're getting close to being done. All right, so now what I want to do is I am going to go ahead and actually I want those to dry a little bit. So let me put these in my die set so I don't lose these. Go ahead and put those down in there. There we go. All right. Here's the inside of our card. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to stamp, since Zoe loves fish, I'm going to stamp the little angel fish right down here. Just like that. And then we're going to take our, let me close this gray up. And we're going to take our filler, our detail, not filler, the detail. We just stamped the filler. Now we're going to do our detail. Hopefully I can do a much better job on this one than I did earlier. There we go. There we go. See, it's real easy to do. All right. Then that's done, and that's going to go in the inside of our card. So let's go ahead and put that down. Well, I forgot to stamp happy birthday, but that's okay. This one's not actually going to her, so it's the other one. All right. So now this should be nice and dry. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our Well, thank you. Aw, I'm glad you guys like this. That is gonna go just like so. It could be a little straighter. All right, I'm gonna pull this down. Wow, that glue dried fast. Normally I have a lot more wiggle room time. Not tonight, huh? All right, there we go. Then we've got that and that. All right, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some Wink of Stella, and our dolphin has to be wet coming out of the water. So we're gonna put some Wink of Stella all on him or her, all the way to where the water line is. Okay. And I need some more Wink to come out. Oh, not that much. Oh, that was not good. Oh, that was a waste. Oh well. Put some more Wink on this guy. All right, so I don't know if you can see the shimmer or not. Hopefully you can. You see the shimmer? I hope so. So we got some shimmer going on for the dolphin. There we go. And then we are going to, all right, so on this card, I'm not sure, can you see the little splashes? Those are made with the pearlized enamel effects. Those ones I used my silicone mat because you can just pluck these right off of here. Let me show you. Let me take this one. They'll just come right off. So I just did little shapes of like splashes, and that's what I did. And I think I'm going to try to use those on here, but I had a hard time getting them to go where I wanted them to go. So I'm not sure if that's really what I want to do on this card or not. But I'm thinking. So we're just going to put that one. See, and it wants to, I think it's going to be easier just to just do them on the card. But since I already made these, I'm going to go ahead and try this, just like this. Well, maybe. Well, I can't get that to come off. There we go. Now it's on my finger. All right. Then I'm just going to turn my card. I think I'm going to come this way. Just like that. So there's that side. And then we're going to do the other side here. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is just put a little bit here and then just kind of dip that in there. And then this one is going to come here like that. And then we're going to do this one. And that one is going to do, actually I want this to go a little straighter. And then this, he moved on me, is going to go out like that. This is the hardest part of the whole card, I think, but it's worth it because I think it really does give it that wow factor. And then I think I'm just going to use one of these little teardrop ones here. And this teardrop one is going to go right here. Just like that. So there you go. So you've got the splashing going on in there. Isn't that just the coolest? I love that. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Now we've got to do the bubbles. We got to do bubbles, right, for the fish because the fish have to have bubbles. So I'm going to take these little bitty, these are just the basic, what are they? Rhinestones, the basic rhinestones. And I'm using the teeniest tiny ones. And I am just, that's actually not a rhinestone. I don't know what that is or where that came from, because this is like a brand new pack of rhinestones. All right, so let me take this side, and we're just going to do some little bubbles coming up from the fish, like so, and like that. So let's see. Then we're going to put one here. We have some coming up from this guy, a couple from him, and from him. And we need one more. So let's see. Let's do one right there. Okay. So there we go. So now this guy is all done and already. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry, guys. We got a little bit more stamping to do. So I've got a strip of basic white. I have no idea. This is just scraps from where I cut when I cut for my card classes and stuff, I get scraps. And this is what this is. Let's see. I'm thinking it's probably about a ½ inch, maybe not quite, or maybe a little more. It's a ½ inch. So I am going to do the Make a Splash, because I think that's so cute with the splash with the dolphin coming out, right? So I'm going to do Make a Splash. We're going to stamp that in Azure Blue onto this strip of cardstock. This is just basic white cardstock. And I'm going to stamp that right there. There we go. Close this up. And then we're just going to do a little cut in here. So I'm going to cut off Make a Splash. Did I do? No, I didn't. Okay. So this is going to go just straight. Cut it straight. Cut it straight, Tina. Yeah, right. Okay. That's going to go Make a Splash right there. And then the splash, we're going to cut that at an angle. In all actuality, you know what? I trimmed these even down further than that. So that's what we're going to do, so that we didn't have these big sentiment pieces, greeting pieces on here, that they're a little bit smaller. And that's going to trim this one down too. And then we're going to trim this side. Just like that. I actually trimmed these smaller, but that's all right. Make a Splash. We're going to pop those up. So we're going to use some dimensionals. We're almost done, guys. I promise. Alrighty. And I need my minis for this one, because I did cut those thinner. So we are going to take our minis. We're going to put a dimensional there. And one on this side here. And then this one. Flip that over. Put one here. Put one here. And we've got Splash. So Splash is going to go right there. And Make a I got my dimensional too far over. That's all right. We'll trim that guy right off, so you won't even see him. All right. And then Make a Splash is going to go right here. Make a. All right. So there you go. What do you guys think? Super, super cute, isn't it? Let me hold it up a little closer. So there we go. You. Aw, thanks. You guys are too kind. I really do appreciate that, though. That encourages me so much to just keep going. I really do. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do so. And don't forget to click that bell icon, because then you're notified every time I upload a new video. Please give me a thumbs up. Share the video from either Facebook or on YouTube, because that really does help me a lot. And comment, because I love to read your comments. Let me know what you think about this card. And here's the other one that we did here. Casing the catalog, only we changed the designer series paper up. So I showed you how easy it is to case great ideas from the catalog. So anyway, I think that's about it. Don't forget about the sale that's going on to the 30th of June. An extra 10% on any of the die bundles, and 10% off the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. So yes, good deal. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And till we meet again, same time, same place. See you there. Doodly-doo.